Good morning. Donald Trump is back in the Oval Office. He has a chance to be a George Washington, not just to us, but to the entire world, and I hope he does. Remember, though, that his gift is standing up to a bum's rush, which is so desperately needed in our society today. If you think that going from the Democrats back to the Republicans, or from the liberals back to the conservatives is going to do anything, it isn't. There's a larger picture, and that's what we address here. We recognize that there was a revolution that culminated in the 1970s in the United States, where we went from home economics to individual rights, from a huge middle class to a peasant and property class society. So here we take a step back, we arrange things back along the lines of the classic battle of good and evil, the priest and the pimp, where the priest says, say what you mean and mean what you say, with its normal and well-adjusted citizenry, its normal supply and demand curve, its home economics, and the fruit of it all is huge middle class. And that's as opposed to the pimp. And the pimp knows how to manipulate and intimidate people. With its celebration of malice, its separation of the people who do the consuming with the people who do the producing, its peasant and property class society, and the fruits of it, a huge class of peasantry, which in the end collapses. Here we know exactly what's wrong, exactly what to do about it, and exactly how to do it. And now we need your help. We have two YouTube channels, the Priest and the Pimp, with about 3 dozen small anecdotes on them. And we have a Facebook and an Instagram channel right now called Time to Act, and hopefully a Facebook group. And now we need you to join it. We also have a podcast that's on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I have to check the times. It's on 11 o'clock Saturday in Los Angeles, and Monday in Los Angeles, and 8 o'clock Sunday in the morning, Los Angeles. But I have to be careful because I do so much babysitting now that it messes me up. And the reason I have to do so much babysitting, and I don't mind it a bit, is because the people the toddlers I babysit, their mothers just can't afford it, daycare. It doesn't work out anymore. So before I go any farther, we have the Facebook group called Time to Act, and a Facebook channel and an Instagram channel at the moment called Time to Act, and the YouTube channel, The Priest and the Pimp, and our podcast. And now we need you to join. We're desperate for you, the gal who's a single mother, to call in and start filling us in. The gal I was listening to who said she had a take-home pay of about $2,000 a month, and out of that she had to pay $1,600 a month in rent, and out of the rest she had to pay food, groceries, and everything else. And how does she pay for health care? How does she pay for clothes for her toddler? How does she pay for daycare? And the answer is she doesn't. It doesn't work out. It's not going to work out. And now we need you to be the mothers, the single moms, and step up and start filling the numbers in. This is how much money I make, and this is the family budget I need to run a household. We need the numbers. How do you run a household if you live in a house and take care of 2.2 children and a hubby, and have enough time when the kids are in school to go play tennis and that sort of thing? We need to know how much the budget is. And then we'll compare it with how much you make, and we'll see what the difference is. And then we'll talk about phrases such as reparations and what to do about it. The same is true if you're a guy. You don't ask, how much money do I make? You ask, how many hours do I have to work in order to come up with a family budget? And now we live in a very peasant and property class society. You're either living in the foothills collecting rent from everybody, or now you're a huge middle class. You could work 200 hours a week, and you still wouldn't make enough money to support a wife and child in the same way that a simple repairman did in the early 1970s here in the United States. Could easily afford to take care of a wife and a couple of children and live in a 3-bedroom brick house on a half-acre lot. And so now we need you to pass the word and to join our gang, join our groups, join our podcast, and start being bossy. If you do that, then there are things we can do about that. So we hope you'll join us, and we'll see you there.